If you need level 40, unlimited, limited, clutch time, domination, triple threat, or anything else on your 2K account grinded, contact Rose NBA on Twitter and let them know X sent you. Alright, so we're back with another tier list. Now we've obviously done point guards through power forwards, so this is the centers tier list. Let me know your favorite center. And let's get on with it. We're going to start off with a hard pass. Now we got more of these just because I feel like there's more bad centers than there are cards that are the positions. Like recently, we've been getting obviously really good cards at every position, but we got some bad centers that I still see some people using. And we're starting that off with the wonderful Joakim Noah. I mean, who wants a two-handed like flick shot jumper? No, thank you. Yes, you can play some defense, but who can't? Hassan Whiteside. Why did we get a card last season that had normal timing on the jumper? Like, get out of here. Gary Payton. Now this card is, I would say, for a PG, this card's pretty damn solid, but for a center, I mean, let's be honest, you're not using it. Like, you're not. Earl Boykins is literally the shortest center in the entire game. Why would you pain yourself to do this? It literally doesn't make sense. Like, why would you hurt yourself like this? Like, who hurt you? DeAndre Jordan, again, normal timing jumper. Why did we get this card last year? But just play some good defense and dunks. I guess he's not completely terrible. Alvin Adams, another normal timing jumper that I'm pretty sure we got last season. Simbular actually can be pretty solid all around. Just not really one of those guys that you're like, I guess, getting super excited to use. But he's stupid tall, massive player frame. Sean Bradley literally does not have the ability to shoot the ball at all and is extremely slow. Yes, he's going to be able to, block some shots and be insanely tall, but what else is he really going to do for you? It's not too much. Shaquille O'Neal, pretty good all-around gold card. I mean, obviously he can do what Shaq does, play in the post, dunk, get rebounds, block some shots every now and then, but super slow and no chance of him even shooting a midi. Still decent here. We're started off with Larry Sanders, an all-around pretty good card. I mean, another one of those guys who can pretty much do anything that you need him to, which is always pretty good, but the jumper is going to be pretty baited, so you do have to watch out for that. So, yeah, watch out for it. Kevon Looney does have jump shot 40, which I don't exactly love. It is kind of a jumper, especially on the center, and he is only 6'9", which is why he kind of gets into still decent, but he is kind of one of those like jack of all trades, can kind of do a bit of everything cards. So, that is always nice. Joel Embiid does have jump shot 47 on a quick, which is pretty nice. But when I was looking at it, fundamental dribble style is kind of slow. He's still a diamond that we got a while ago. So just not exactly a top tier card by any means. Bobby Portis has jump shot 75 on quick, which is all right, but not really going to be moving too well or do anything too crazy. Ben Simmons, probably one of the best defensive guys in the game. And I do actually really like this card, even though you can't really shoot with him, just because I think Ben Simmons moves better than other centers. This might be a bit of a crazy pick, but that's still decent at a hard pass. But, it is what it is. Andre Drummond is basically like Nate Thurman, jump shot 35, but like the poor man's version, like the one that you don't really want to use, but you can if you want to. Not really a fan. Sengun, probably my favorite one of these like zero gravity cards, if I'm being honest, just because Sengun has jump shot 3 on very quick. It's so good. It's so broken. It just feels super smooth. It allows him to shoot literally whatever the hell he wants, and it's just honestly kind of gas. In saying that, I'm hyping him up, but I put him into the still decent tier, which is a little bit of I guess, a weird one, or hypocritical, but it's just because he's got the fundamental, isn't going to move too well. I still find it to be a super fun card, but obviously lacks a little something sometimes, but it's still super fun. Kevin Duckworth, a pretty good card. Only problem is, even after Evo, he still doesn't have the greatest ability to shoot. He's just good at it, which is interesting, but he does have the one-handed shot, which I kind of like. Vlade Divac, probably one of the most disappointing pink diamonds I've ever seen. And same thing with Roy Hibbert. I looked at this. They gave Roy Hibbert the shifty dribble style, but a 35 ball handle. What are we doing with that? Like, literally nothing. Next, we got the pretty damn solid tier, which is starting off with Karl Malone, who is good, but just has the quick timing on his jumper. Doesn't really feel too crazy. He's just an all-around okay card. Jimmy Butler does play some great defense as a power forward. I think this card is super solid. As a center, I'm not really too excited about him, but he still can be pretty fun. And if you use him in like triple threat and things like that, you can still run him as his typical position. So I think he still has some play there, because not everybody plays clutch time, limited and unlimited. We got Jim Jones. I honestly thought his name was Jim Jones for the longest time, but it's Chim Jones, which is interesting, but he's actually pretty good card. He's not like the craziest card by any means, but he's all around pretty solid. Has the Chris Middleton jumper, gonna just kind of do everything you need him to do pretty solidly and all around be pretty fun. Dwight Howard has his obviously Dwight jumper on quick, and this is a card that I really want to see get an Evo upgrade. I think doing that on Dwight can be super, super nice. It's up to 2K obviously if we get that, because Dwight's one of the best rebounders. He's got really good defense. He moves super well as a 6'11" guy and can be an all around really good, really solid card. We'll have to see what they decide to do with him, but Dwight's still a pretty good card if we're being honest. Dino Raja, 6'11", 7'11" wingspan, absolutely insane. I mean, he's just going out there doing whatever the hell he wants, and it is super, super fun. Just not going to be like insane, I guess. Christian Wood is coming up next, and Christian Wood is actually a really fun all-around card. He's got the rail and base on it quick, which obviously a lot of us are pretty big fans of. Obviously, I mean, it's a really good all-around jumper, but it just doesn't really move insanely well, which is a little bit, I guess, disappointing. But, you know, it is what it is. It happens, but he still can be a pretty fun all-around card. Chris Anderson is basically just like Andre Drummond, but just like a version that I just like a little bit better, if I'm being honest. That's really about it. It's literally just a version I like a little better just because it's Chris Anderson. Channing Frye, all-around pretty solid card. He's got jump shot 28 on very quick. Does have a bit of a dribble style that allows him to do his thing, you know, get a little cook here and there, and all around be pretty fun. Just not really my cup of tea kind of card. Bob Lanier, weird one. He's really good defensively, really good at the post, really good at finishing, just not really like insane anywhere else, which is a little bit unfortunate, but he still is a fun card that can do a little something. Bill Laimbeer, another one of those like really good defensive cards that actually can be really solid in other areas of the game. It's just that jumper is a little weird to say the least. Alonzo Mourning doesn't really have a jumper that I personally like too well, and just kind of feels a little bit awkward in my opinion. Just not one of those guys that I'm like, I guess, insanely hyped to use, but he still can be all around pretty solid. Rick Smith says jump shot 22 on quick, which is a pretty good jumper, and he is what, 7'2", 7'3", something like that, which is all around pretty solid. It's nothing crazy, but he's still a pretty good card. Then I think we have a few more over here in Mitchell Robinson and Wes Unseld. Mitchell Robinson is just going to do what you expect him to do, be an all-around really good defensive big that blocks shots, gets boards, and dunks on people, and actually can shoot occasionally with an okay jumper. He only needs a 73, which is a little tough, but it's still going to be all-around pretty fine. Wes Unseld is a 6'7" center, which is a little bit tough, but he does with the Kobe base, so that's why I put him down a pretty damn solid. He can dribble a little bit. He can be fun. It's just you're not really going to be too crazy with him because of his height. Baby Demons here starting off with the wonderful man Marc Gasol. Set shot 18 is a little bit tough if we're being honest, but it still can be all right. Marc Gasol is going to be a really good like 3-and-D kind of guy. It's just sometimes that jumper is going to be a little bit baited, so you have to be careful with how you use it, but still can be really fun. Kristaps Porzingis isn't going to move the most insane, but is 7'3" and is one of the best 3-and-D centers you can possibly find because he's going to block a lot of shots, get a lot of boards with how tall he is, and Brook Lopez base on quick is still super fire. It's just sometimes the clunkiness of Porzingis is a little bit tough, and obviously we want very quick jumpers, not quick jumpers anymore. James Wiseman is one of the best defensive centers that I've used in the game this year. It's just the problem with James Wiseman is set shot 30 is just one of those jumpers that I really just don't like using. And that's really about it. I just don't like using it. It's so slow. It is so baited, but his defense is really, really good. So that he always has that going for him. Jack Sikma is basically Rick Smith, who's slightly shorter, but has a much faster jumper with jump shot 22 on very quick and moves a little bit better. But Jack Sikma is just a crazy good shooter. He can dunk on people really well. 6'11", so he's better than power forward, but all around pretty good. The Dikembe Mutombo did get a knockdown to Baby Demon just because set shot 17, I think it is, just isn't quick enough. Yes, Dikembe is going to block everybody's shot going into the paint, but sometimes can feel a little bit slow. And just being good on defense just isn't enough anymore with how baited his jumper is. DeMarcus Cousins is basically Yao Ming, who's just short but moves a little bit better. Set shot 8 on very quick, all around pretty good. Bill Russell is basically another version of Dikembe Mutombo. Now, I do think that Bill moves a little bit better, if I'm not mistaken. They both have set shot 17 on very quick, which is a little bit tough. But Bill does have the quick dribble style, the Luka size up, AI combo, AI escape, Wiggins behind the back, LeBron cross, long athlete. He has crazy good defensive tendencies, basically 99 every single stat. Is going to be pretty good all around. Bill probably could be viewed better than, he's definitely better than Dikembe. I just don't think that he's better enough to put him in the Demons tier because set shot 17 still's kind of trash. Bam Adebayo, pretty fun all around card. I think he's got jump shot 63 or something like that on a very quick, and is one of my favorite cards just to use, especially the power forward. 6'9", all around, super versatile. There's nothing that he's bad at, and it's really fun to have out there. Artist Gilmore, a card that I know a lot of people love. He's got jump shot 1 on quick, fundamental dribble style. It's 7'2" with I think like 7'6" wingspan, and it's just a menace on defense. Like there's really never a time where this Artist Gilmore feels like he's lacking on the defensive end, and is an insanely good rebounder as well. Also all around super fun. Al Horford is obviously got set shot 5, which is a jumper that you either love or you absolutely despise, which, you know, whatever that is, I feel bad for you. Eddie Curry, jump shot 38 on it very quick once you get that evo up, and just feels super good. Just one of the best catch and shoot jumper centers that we got out there right now, and it's just, I don't know, fun to use. I've had a lot of fun with this Eddie Curry. We got Mo Bamba up next, who is just another one of those really fun cards because he's got jump shot 109 on very quick, which is a bit baited, but he's got a massive, massive like 7'10" wingspan at like 7'1" or something like that. Is blocking all the shots that you need him to do, and it's really fun to see what this Mo Bamba can do out there on the court. I've had a lot of fun with him, and while he may be clunky and may have a slow jumper, he is locked down on defense, and his boards are just crazy. We have Shaquille O'Neal up next. Now, I know some people do have a problem with the Shaq jumper. Yes, it's a little slow. Yes, it's a little baited. Yes, he doesn't move the most insane, but it's still Shaquille O'Neal. He's still one of the biggest presences on the court. It can still be absolutely insane if you're using him right. So I think some people just kind of overrate how bad he is. Patrick Ewing, super fun card. Jump shot 4 on very quick. He also has, I think, the quick dribble style and can dribble around really, really nice. It feels like a really good all-around center. I did put the opal here because the Dark Matter has this jumper on quick, and they're basically identical in stats and badges. So use the opal if you're going to use the Patrick Ewing. Miles Turner, I think, has jump shot 71 on very quick. Only card with it in the game, and does have quick as well, which is kind of fun. All around, a pretty good 3-and-D center. That's kind of what he was when his Diamond Moments came out, and that's exactly what he is right now. And then we got Moses Malone, who I view as like a Giannis kind of card, where I'm pretty sure he's 6'10", so he's definitely better as a power forward, but he's just crazy good defensively in the post. 7'2" wingspan, jump shot 1 on very quick. He's got the quick dribble style, some very basic animations when it comes to his dribbling, but is just so good on defense, so good in the post, and still can go out there and hit threes if you need him to wide open. That I'm still putting him in Baby Demon. He kind of feels like that, you know, that Giannis-esque card type, which is super fun. And then we got the Demons, which is coming out with Manu Bowl. He's 7'7" and like an 8'6" wingspan. Say it. It's it. Yeah, he's got set shot 19. A little weird, a little baited. Doesn't matter. It's so money. And Manu is literally like what, the tallest card in the game, because like they don't do 7'7" and 1/2 or 3/4. So him and Sean Bradley, I'm pretty sure, are the same height or something like that. So yeah, he's the tallest card in the game. We got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who's got jump shot 21 on very quick and is literally just game breaking. This guy just is insanely good. One of the best guys when it comes to post, shooting, playmaking, all that sort of stuff. And he's got the unguardable skyhook, which is crazy. Joel Embiid, 99 every single stat, 65 Hall of Fame badges, jump shot 47 on very quick, and just feels crazy. If you've used previous Joel Embiid cards, just imagine what this Invincible does, and he's free. Hakeem Olajuwon went from having that set shot 18 jumper like Marc Gasol, which actually I 100% would have put him down here in Baby Demon if they didn't do this change, but they decided to give Hakeem the Delino Gallinari base on very quick, the quick dribble style, bend size up, hard and behind the back, and Luka Cross with long athlete, very basic dunking, and still keeping everything else that he's good at. So Hakeem is a god. David Robinson, super fun. He's got obviously the D-Rob jumper on very quick, and he's an invincible, so basically 99 every single stat, 7'1", 7'5" wingspan, and he's got the quick dribble style with the Hardaway combo and the tray behind the back, which is super nice for David Robinson, if we're being honest. So you gotta love that. Next is the new glitch card in town that was free, and just a card that you gotta pick up. And Boban, he's one of the free limited rewards. 7'4", 7'8" wingspan, and can play your power forward. Oh my lord. Now, set shot 2 on very quick is definitely tough, and he has the shifty style with nothing crazy in dribbling, but they gave Boban long athlete, very basic dunking, which is going to mean he's going to dunk super nice, and Beaumont is the glitch. This guy gets rebounds that he definitely should not get. He dunks on people and finishes like layups that he definitely should not, and set shot 2 actually really isn't that bad, and they give him good playmaking as well. Honestly, I think Boban, one of the best centers in the entire game. Ben Wallace, this one might be a little bit weird for some people, but he's got such our jump shot 81, which is that LaMelo Ball jumper on very quick, and he's playing our power forward position at 6'9", being a center, still has all of that crazy good rebounding, defense, and stuff like that. And then is the quick style, Kobe size up, Lillard combo, KD escape, Scotty behind the back, long athlete, really good dunking, and then 100 pass interception, on ball steal, contest shot, and block shot tendency. So I honestly think this Ben Wallace is one of the best defenders in the entire game. Feels super nice, and honestly now has a great jumper. Arvidas Sabonis, set shot 8 on very quick, and is, in my opinion, a better Yao Ming because he moves better, he playmakes better, shoots just as well, finishes just as well, 7'3", 7'6" wingspan, and just feels super good. Next, endgame Will up there with probably the best card in the game. It's between him, Scotty, Magic. You're looking at it. But endgame cards, 99 every single stat, 80 Hall of Fame badges, which is the most you can have, and they gave Will the Luka Doncic base on the very quick timing with the quick dribble style, the D-Rose size up, Trae Young combo, Scurry escapes, Weak King Curry slot at 244 pounds, long athlete, and he's just crazy good. Obviously, he's up there in the Demons here, as every game card will be. Taco Fall up there with the best center behind, maybe Wilt, maybe Hakeem, who knows. But 7'5", and Taco's just another one of those guys. He's basically a taller Joel Embiid. That's with slightly worse stats. Dunktober Jokic, just a great card. Just a great card. He's got set shot 14, which is that like Bob Pettit jumper, and one of the best dribbling centers I've used. Nate Thurmond is the best jump shot 35 card in the game. This guy just locks everything down. He has crazy good defense. He's playmaking super well. He moves super well. He's dunking. He's shooting like crazy, and he's a great power forward. And then I think we're finishing off with just 2 cards in Yao Ming, who we've already talked about it. Yao Ming is here in the Demons here. I don't have to explain it. And then Mark Williams. Now, this one is definitely one that may be a little bit weird to some people, but Mark Williams just has one of those player builds that is crazy. 7'2", 7'6" wingspan at 242, and just has that super big, take up massive amounts of space player build. Has the Giannis jumper on very quick dribble style, and Scotty behind the back if you need it. Very basic dunking, very good defensive tendencies, very good defense, very good shooting for a guy that only has an 80 shot 3, and his dunking is absolutely insane. If you pick up this Mark Williams, add a Deadeye, add a Blinders, add like a Chef to him, and this card becomes one of your best, most favorite cards in the game. I'm not even kidding you. If you get that not Don Nelson, the Lenny Wilkins like perimeter-centric boost, you actually will get an 88 shot 3 on Mark Williams, give him a little shoot, and it literally doesn't matter. He's going to be one of the best shooting centers in the game, and is one of the best defensive centers as well. So there's my list. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comment section below. Like if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe if you guys are new, as well as let me know your favorite center down in the comment section below. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.